Two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Ka'imi Fairbairn getting this one started. Gonna be a wet one as we're underway in Cincinnati. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Murray. He's going to run it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. Is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
11 yards on the pass there. And the Jets have a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. That is intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
from the 21. Here's 2nd and 8.
Good shot. You change it. 13. Yo. Shot.
From the gun, Jackson. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
That's good for our Bengals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
You at X. 180! Nice shot! Hey, report! Hey! Nice shot!
Now Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game. On 1st down, they pick up 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A gain there of 24 yards. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
32-yard line.
Hey, Alfred, sit up! 180! Sit up!
From out of the gun, they're going to run with Henderson. And he's going to be dropped down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter. We're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Real quick, ready? Alpha, sit up! Hey, come on! Hey! Go.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
Jets nothing. Naimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's going to finally be ushered out of bounds all the way up by midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. And this ball's going to be incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd and 10. Murray will throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. You let this go deep for Jefferson. And he will score. Justin Jefferson fourth TD grab of the season. The extra point is up and through, and the Jets will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That one, throwing quickly, walks it on the RPO. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Now it's second and 1. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he's into the end zone. Way beyond Henderson. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Jets 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. To go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Baron Browning. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Back deep, Xavier Worthy. He'll return it from the 11. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
26-yard line.
Hands up. Ready. Hands up. Middle, middle.
They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet she's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Get on. You. Get on. Go. Middle, middle. Hands up. Get on.
Second down, Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
It is third and 10.
Get on. Hey, middle, middle, middle. Get up. Ready. Hands up. Go ahead. Out.
Throwing Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
36-yard.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First down.
You change it.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
Hey,
line.
report. 13. Hey. Get up.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
You change it. Sit on. 180. Hands up. Hey. Get up.
Again, it's Jackson. That's complete to Henderson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Play action now. Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Go. Cut.
On play action, here's Jackson. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. So we reached the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
What is it? Yeah.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll lead to a second down. Now it's Jackson. This caught right side by Worthy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A huge play there for the Bengals. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now Jackson, this a design run. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. The decision to keep it pays off. It's a pickup of 13 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The line is scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 9.
We change it.
On third down, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
13. You at X. Report. Hey. Get up.
Now, Jackson. That is D.A. Metcalf. Touchdown, Bengals.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. In motion is Barner. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. They go play action with Murray. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 3. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll work this down inside the 35. So Forrest up there brings him down. On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Out wide, that's Robinson. And it'll be brought down as we take towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That's taken in. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. They pick up 27 and convert on fourth down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being...
And he will score! Game on! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown, Jets.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Out of the gun, it's Murray. That's pulled in, and they're able to tag on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Go. 180. Here's a lot. Report.
On first and 10, Jackson. He'll get this out to Henderson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
13 yards.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
180. You at. You change it.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. He'll try to run for it with Henderson. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Hey, middle. You. Ready.
Fourth down. Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout pass. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Bengals. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Berrios on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Murray now to throw on first down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is caught. And he'll be marked down to the 15-yard line.
51 yards to gain on the play. That's another Jets first down.
First down throw for Murray. Flush to his right. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And the Bengals are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. They'll drop to throw. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. They get 15 on that game. It's a Cincinnati first down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Christian Watson cut down Cincinnati. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Jets 15. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Now Murray keeping it himself, and that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 3rd down, Murray. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Got a man at Garner, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
First down, Jets.
Throwing again is Murray. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down. I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Murray throwing on 4th down. This one incomplete. This defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Handoff, and it's Henderson. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
You ain't never been a skate town. On national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali Flow. Look. From the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in the stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Shout to you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it ride through the pull up the Moreland, bro. Which end, what's happening? Oh, man. Southside,
from the zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollering at the 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s, alright. She was choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I mean, on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop, that's fine. I can see from the front, and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Net. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
Which end, what's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get one of those sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes and talking about west side, what's happening? Hey, we just pull up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clayco, throw that.
You ain't never been to Skate Town. Auto National, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade. On the west side, up in Arcade. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to Sparkles, gliding with your babe. I ain't never been to Skate Zone, cause it's out in Marlboro. I'ma pack a carload. I'ma take the grass and meet tomorrow.
Bring it, yeah, bring it, song, so bring it, bring it now. This will reach out, so better take out, ugly. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Please, I need you. Down when I was young, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you.
off it, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Whoa, you won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling like. Hey, 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 you can't stop this.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede.